Hello! Noise warning. I'm Nicholas the that's Elemental Emperor if you didn't know. And today I'm going to be doing a review about Happy Gilmore 2. I recently watched it and I had one hell of a laugh. However, there were a few bits I was not a big fan of. Mainly the whole muscle ligament thing going on around the hips that allowed people to essentially do a 180 with their upper body to turn around and then whack a golf ball and send it like what, 400 to 500 yards, or I think it was like 300 to 500 yards around there. And I don't know, that bit kind of got me. Just because, well, for one, I mean, it's just I wasn't expecting it. The whole thing about Happy Gilmore is we never really know why he's able to hit his ball so far. I mean, he states that it's rage, but I mean, even rage has its limits in some cases. And whatnot, that is. There's not really much there that explains Happy's reason for being able to hit the ball so far, but then how is this ligament on that? I mean, I understand that they do it purely for a comedic sense to, make sense of the film or whatnot, and that. It's just, I didn't really kind of like that part. That bit kind of just hit me for a left hook, and I wasn't a big fan of the idea of that. Other than that, well, it was really good seeing a lot of old jokes that were in there. Like, just the one random moment where you have Rob Schneider going, "You can do it!" I mean, come on, the "you can do it" guy is beautiful. I love that. It's like my favorite part in so many of the different ones, like Lil Nicky and Waterboy. And then the odd time where it was Adam Sandler in that one Rob Schneider film. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. It's like The Beast or The Animal or something along the lines like that. It's still great. It was a great one man in that. I like the fact that from the original Happy Gilmore they brought back the Jackass thing. Bit different because the original one was a lot more interesting. It was a lot funnier. But at the same point, knowing that it was Eminem, and I was just like, whoa, what? That's a double take on that one. I was like, okay. I'm not saying that I dislike the thing on that. I know, the way he did it was not my greatest fan for it and that. I mean, the original guy was like, "Jackass." And the way he did it was like a very specific and unique way. And I just didn't feel like they got the same magic with it with this new guy, all as Eminem playing him. And although he was kind of funny seeing him get torn apart by alligators, because I don't know, it was. So, never really listened to rap, but it was really interesting to know that Adam Sandler really likes Eminem and his stuff and that, and he's actually been in another one of his films at one point, so it was actually really, I think they said it was in one of his films or something along the lines. It was really interesting to know, though, just that Eminem and Adam Sandler have this thing and that. But yeah, other than that, there was the big tall dude who was his boss, his son. It was sad to know that guy had passed away, and but then they had a guy the guy playing his son, and I was just like, oh my god, they brought that back. Like, even the mother. Oh, I mean, there was so many scenes in it that was just a blast from the past. If you'd seen the original one, and you see the first Happy Gilmore, and then you watch Happy Gilmore 2, like, back to back, you'd see everything so much easier. But the last time I watched Happy Gilmore was years ago, and as much as I've wanted to go back and rewatch a lot of Adam Sandler films, because I love Adam Sandler films, I've watched Little Nicky about 20 odd times or something like that. I just haven't got around to watching a few more of them, and yeah, so I would recommend that if some people haven't watched Happy Gilmore in a long while, watch it again if you cannot remember much. And the nostalgia of it hitting you when some of these older like moments come back in the new film, it's just brilliant. You recognize them immediately. The golf cart one on that, where he first starts getting back into it and he's just drinking and drunk, is quite funny just because of the explosion with the golf cart. But the fact that everything he's suddenly holding at one point or another is a bottle of alcohol. There was a cucumber. There was a golf ball, a golf club. The TV remote. There's just so many moments where you just look and you think to yourself, what the hell? Oh, there was his phone as well. That was a really depressing moment or whatnot that kind of hit hard because I don't know, about 8 weeks or so now. It's been about a few months now. My granddad passed away, so I mean, I could understand how grief can still hit pretty hard, even then. I mean, before that, I had one of my 3 grandparents pass away, and that was my paternal grandma, and that one still hits me negatively sometimes on that when you think about it. And so yeah, there was a feel of realism in that, with the feelings and the like, and the fact that people will drown themselves in alcohol, but I'm not sure everyone gets that creative with how they get the alcohol in their body, because I mean, come on, a cucumber. What did he do with it afterwards? He was stalking them. Does he put it there and then someone later on tries to cut into it and they can't figure out why it goes through? It was funny. I got a lot of good laughs out of it, and it is I highly recommend it. I do highly recommend it. Like I said though, there are a few moments that get you in the feels, that make you feel like your heart wrench and whatnot, and that it's like damn, and stuff like that. But yeah. However, there is one other thing that was a bit of a dislike for me, and that was the motivation for his reason for doing it and that. I mean, the last time he did it, it was entirely to save the his grandma's home. But then he does it purely for only his daughter, for something for them. But he had 4 sons as well. One of which it played a Gallagher in Shameless, the US version, and I was like, oh my god. Like there were a few faces in there that you will recognize from a lot of stuff, and it's great seeing some throwbacks to some older stuff that I've seen previously from before. But yeah, like he does it specifically for his daughter, but he doesn't do anything for his other kids. And I can understand why you want to help out with that, but I feel like there could have been a bit more in the motivation, choosing and the like, and then they kind of cop it out later on, like right at the end, where, yeah, you always know he's going to make it or whatnot and that, but the deal that he makes kind of sucks, because not only does he once again get grandma's house back, he also gets a car that he abandons later on because he forgot to charge the damn thing. And he also got her classes paid for. I know for some reason all 5 of them go to France instead of just one of them. I don't know what was going on with that. That just blew my mind, because each one of them had their own individual job. So I don't know what was going on there or why that happened. That still confuses me. But I don't know, it was a good ending either way. So the film has its good parts and its bad parts. Don't really think too hard about the bad parts. I only do it because, hey, autistic spectrum, woo. Woof. It's not a great one to be cheering about. But yeah, great film. Definitely watch it. Never really checked if it came out on the big screen, really. I saw it came out on Netflix on the 25th of July, and I just went slam straight in and watch it there. Would have loved to see it on the big screen, though. But yeah, great film. Definitely a great film watching it on that. I should honestly do a top 10 of my favorite Adam Sandler films. Although you all know for dead fact from what I've said previously, Little Nicky's going to be a dead top. But yeah, some of the old ones are really, really good. And some of his new ones are good as well. The ones where he doesn't play comedies are also really good because he can play a nice range of different characters and the like. But if you want to get back to just the old comedy stuff, the ones I highly recommend watching are, of course, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, Happy Gilmore 2 as well, straight after that, so Happy Gilmore 1 and 2, Waterboy. I think it was The Longest Yard? God, I'm completely forgetting certain films on that, but definitely watch Little Nicky for that little extra stuff. Because here's a fun fact about Little Nicky. Supposedly, it ruined the original idea for the Freddy versus Jason film, where it was supposed to be set in hell, but Little Nicky's portrayal of hell ruined the image for the producers, and that is the reason why they changed the whole thing. Now, I just see that as a dumb excuse. You still could have had it where they're fighting in hell, because one is a horror comedy, the other one is just a comedy with a lot of don't watch with your kids kind of moments, because you will have to explain them, and you don't want to do that. Yeah, it's just, I'd definitely say it's a 12 to 16 comedy more than anything. I honestly can't remember actually what the rating value for that film is. It's been so long. But yeah, definitely watch those films I mentioned. 50 First Dates is a good one as well. It's kind of creepy if you don't understand it, but when you do, it makes sense. But then at the same point, there are a few bits that make you think of like the betweens and stuff like that. I should honestly do some well, I don't want to say reviews, but things that confuse the hell out of me in certain films, like how do they work kind of things. And 50 First Dates has one of the big ones for me, and also a couple of friends, because I mentioned it randomly to them, and for some reason they took it to a whole new level. Yeah, it's... But yeah. So yeah, I'm going to end it here before this video gets too long. Because we all know from a normal thing that my videos usually reach 20 minutes long. Got a lot to say, but I've said as much as I can go on that. Happy Gilmore 2, great film. Give it a 7.5. So, with that, I'm Nicholas the EE, that's Elemental Ember if you didn't know that, and it's me signing off.